Let's talk about something powerful, something that often goes unnoticed, but changes everything in dating, love, and attraction. The way a high-value woman speaks to a man. Because here's the truth. It's not about what she wears, how much she earns, or even how beautiful she is. What truly sets her apart is how she carries herself in conversation. It's the way she speaks that instantly tells a man, this woman is not like the others. A high-value woman knows that words are energy, and when she speaks, she doesn't just talk. She leads energy, sets tone, and shapes direction. Men feel it. They lean in. They respect it. And if they're smart, they don't forget it. When a high-value woman speaks to a man, she doesn't shrink herself to be liked. She doesn't flatter him just to keep his attention. She speaks with honesty, graceful honesty. There's a kind of calm in her words. She doesn't rush. She doesn't overshare to fill the silence. Because she knows that silence is not a threat. It's a filter. If he can't sit in silence with her, he's not meant to be close to her. And so, her words are intentional. She asks meaningful questions, and she actually listens. You'll notice this in her tone. It's not aggressive, not cold, but not performative either. There's no desperation behind her compliments, no manipulation behind her curiosity. She's simply curious. She's simply present. And that's magnetic. A high-value woman will speak with warmth, but she doesn't flirt just for validation. She flirts when she feels a connection, not when she's trying to force one. And when she does flirt, it's subtle, elegant, and playful. She'll laugh with you, not at you. She'll tease you, but never to belittle you. She uses humor as a way to share space with you, not to overpower you. And if something bothers her, she won't play games. She won't send passive-aggressive texts or ghost you just to punish you. She communicates directly, but never with bitterness. Instead, she might say, "Hey, I noticed something that felt a bit off to me. Can we talk about it?" No drama, no blame, just presence. That's emotional maturity. And men who are used to chaos will either feel healed by it or run from it. What's interesting is that a high-value woman doesn't chase. Not in her words, and definitely not in her energy. She doesn't need to, because she values her peace more than she values attention. She knows that a man worth her time will meet her where she stands. She won't have to beg for him to see her. And this is where you really feel her value, in the way she holds space for herself, even in conversation. She's not constantly trying to explain why she's lovable. She's not trying to convince a man that she's different from other girls. She lets her energy show it. And if a man doesn't recognize it, she doesn't fight to change his mind. She simply steps away. Her self-respect is never on sale. You'll also notice that a high-value woman sets boundaries in the way she speaks. She doesn't need to yell or threaten. She'll simply say something like, "That's not something I'm okay with," or "I don't feel respected when that happens." She doesn't seek to control a man, but she does control what she allows into her life. Her boundaries are not about punishment. They're about protection. Protection of her time, her energy, and her heart. And this is key. She doesn't confuse kindness with compliance. She can be warm and kind and still say no. And the way she says it is often so graceful, you can't even argue with it. You respect it, because she respects herself. When she's interested in a man, she doesn't hide it out of fear, but she also doesn't overwhelm him with pursuit. She believes in mutual energy. She'll show appreciation. She'll say things like, "I like the way you think," or "I feel really good when I'm around you." But she'll never say these things just to get a reaction. She says them because they're real, Her compliments come from observation, not strategy. That's what makes them land. And because of that, when she gives praise, a man feels seen, not seduced. And that, more than any pickup line or romantic gesture, touches something deep in a man: his soul, his pride, his core. But what really separates a high-value woman is this: she doesn't make a man her whole world. Even in conversation, you can feel she has a life. She's not waiting around for someone to complete her story. She's already living it. And she speaks like someone who's full, not someone who's empty and hoping to be filled. This changes everything. Because men aren't attracted to women who are needy for connection. They're drawn to women who choose connection. And when she chooses to talk to you, you know she's not doing it because she's bored or lonely. She's doing it because she's genuinely intrigued. And that alone makes you feel special. Here's another subtle but powerful truth. A high-value woman is emotionally attuned. She reads the room. She can feel when something's off. If a man is being distant, she won't interrogate him, but she won't ignore it either. She might say, "I feel like you're a little elsewhere tonight. Do you want to talk about it?" It's not clingy. It's not accusing. It's present. That kind of emotional depth is rare, and when a man hears it, it disarms him. Not because she's trying to control him, but because she's offering something safe, real connection without pressure. And when things don't work out, a high-value woman doesn't beg for closure. She doesn't spiral in texts or plead for explanations. She might send one clear message, something like, "I'm sensing we're not on the same page anymore. I wish you the best." And that's it. Why? Because her self-worth doesn't hinge on being chosen. Her dignity isn't negotiable. She knows that the right man won't need convincing. And if he walks away, it's not a rejection of her value. It's just redirection. She lets go with grace. And even in goodbye, she speaks like a queen. If you're a woman watching this, the takeaway is this: your power is not in how loud you are, how provocative your photos are, or how many men you can impress. Your power is in your presence. Your value is expressed in how you communicate, in the tone, the timing, the truth. You don't need to chase to be chosen. You don't need to perform to be loved. Be whole, be clear, and speak like a woman who knows that her voice can create calm or cut through noise. A woman who knows that how she talks reveals how she thinks and how she values herself. And if you're a man watching this, pay attention to how women speak to you, because you'll know a high-value woman by how she makes you feel in conversation. She won't try to impress you. She'll inspire you. She won't flatter your ego. She'll engage your mind. And if you're wise, you won't just fall for how she looks. You'll fall for the peace in her presence and the strength in her words. Because in the end, beauty might draw you in, but it's her voice, the way she talks, the way she listens, the way she holds herself in conversation, that will make you want to stay.